Welcome. My name is Dr. Lisa Wilcox, and welcome to your self-care tutorial for how to release your adductors with a ball. So this ball that I have is kind of squishy. These are the balls that I give out to my patients because they're 4-inch in diameter, and they are a little bit squishy, so they're softer than, say, a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, which is what a lot of people use for these releases. But we're doing myofascial release, which means that we want it to be softer. We're going to be there for a lot longer period of time than most people would be with one of those harder balls, and we're not going to be moving it around either. So this you can get on Amazon. I'll put the link below, or you might have some kind of little ball. It doesn't have to be this exact size. It can be a little bit bigger. I wouldn't go much smaller though, because then you're not going to get near as much area with it. So the adductors are our inner thigh muscles. It's funny because a lot of my patients, I don't think they necessarily know that their adductors are uncomfortable or that they are tight until I push on them. And then you really can tell your adductors are tight. It is like it can be a sharp kind of stabby pain if you push. Now the adductors are your inner thigh muscles, and they run like right along here. They attach up into your pubic bone, and then they come down and they attach around the inside of your knee. So they are just a major component of the muscles that we use just throughout our entire day for when we're standing, especially when we're walking. There's a lot of muscles here, so they can get really tight. But most people don't come into me and say, hey, my adductors are tight. Can you work on them? Most people have no idea. So this is a really great video for if you have low back pain, if you have pelvic floor issues, if you have sciatica, if you have pain down into your feet. Most people don't think about these big, huge muscles here, but they can affect so many things. So it doesn't have to seem even like it's connected to this area. If you push in here and you're like, oh, that's pretty sore and painful, you would definitely benefit from this release. So that is one thing you can do to start before we get into this release, is you can kind of push along there and see, oh, is there any place in particular that I would really benefit from this? Mine is right here. I've got a really, it's pretty hard, and the second I push on it, it's like someone's putting a hot poker in there. And so that is a place that I would really benefit from releasing. So kind of reach, you can go all the way up. A lot of people are also really tender right along the tendon, like right before it inserts into the bone. And that's really, really close up into your groin, which can be a spot that can really affect your pelvic floor. It can affect so many things. So it can be anywhere along the length from your groin all the way down to your knee, but find wherever in there feels the tightest to you. And then we're gonna head to the floor. Okay, welcome to the floor. So I've got my ball here, and so where I'm gonna go, I found like right in there. Yeah, oh yeah, that's my spot. So I'm gonna put the ball right there, and then I'm just gonna lay on my side like so. And so this is actually going to be releasing both sides at the same time. It's just you can really kind of work around that top leg a little bit more. So if you want to go forward a little bit, if you want to move your hips, you can kind of shift your hips up and down. See if you can find the spot that feels the best to you, that you feel like you need a release. Now I will tell you, even though that spot felt so like hot pokery sharp and tight when I was pushing on it with my fingers, I don't feel it near as much with the ball. So obviously the spot is still there. It's just the ball is a bigger surface area. It's not poking so directly into the adductor, and we don't want you to be in that kind of pain the whole time you're doing a release. So put the ball in between here. Even if you don't really feel a whole lot, it's going to be doing a lot for you, believe me. Because like right now, just as I've been talking, I can already feel on both of my legs how things are starting to settle in. I'm starting to feel some sensations into those tight muscles in my legs, and that's exactly what we want with myofascial release. Now, once you've gotten into this position, you can, like I said, you can actually, you can't see it very well, but it's probably the most comfortable with your legs bent, but you can straighten them out, and that will get in there a lot more. So if you're like, man, I just really don't feel anything, I want to get a little more intense with this, straighten your legs out, and you'll feel quite a bit more with that position. And again, you can kind of roll forward and back with that top leg and see if you can find, like right there, I'm like, ooh, yeah. And so my top leg is a little bit behind my bottom leg, but it's really comfortable just to rest there. And once you found that spot, this is myofascial release. So just lay there. Get yourself something comfortable to lay your head on. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to be here, but get a pillow, get something to lay your head on, put on some nice music, and just close your eyes and relax and let yourself relax into the release. And do this for at least 5 minutes. That's where you're going to get the most benefit. But 5, 7, 10 minutes. Sometimes I do releases on my patients in the clinic all the time for longer than that. And it can be extremely helpful. So just remember, this is not a substitute for seeing a myofascial release therapist. What they can do, what we can do with our hands and what we can feel and where it can lead us in people's bodies is so much better than what you can do at home with a ball. But this is wonderful for self-care in between your appointments. So just remember, you are the only one that knows how you feel. Always listen to your body and let it lead you. If at any point during this release you start feeling sensations anywhere else, like you might feel it up into your head, or you might feel stuff down into your legs or into your back, listen to it. That's your body saying, hey, I've got something in here is connected to something else, and that other area has probably got some restriction in the fascia. So that's where I would suggest going next. Now, if I will likely have a video in the library that will show how to release that other area that you might have felt. If I don't, please comment below and let me know, hey, I'm looking for a video on how to release this area that I just felt when I was doing the adductor release, and I will try to make that video as soon as I can for you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you'd like more content like this, and have an absolutely wonderful day.